All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Guys, it is time for another review, but first say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, Loggin TV, and Skeleton, and right over there, say hello to Trevor.
Hi, I'm shirtless.
Ew. Thanks for sharing. Go away, you just got done working out. So, all right, so we're going to do this review, and this guy right here comes by way of our friend Brian at I got my finger over the name, Blue Creek Knives. You guys know I'm an affiliate. Let's put both of his logos up here. I'm an affiliate with Blue Creek Knives. Brian is an awesome dude. And guys, if you go over there and you use my link, which is how about this? Just go over there and use the code KnivesFAST. If you do that, I get a little something back, and you get 10% off. And what's cool about that is I turn that money around and I buy knives to give away on the channel. Now, I'm going to do this, the Blue Creek affiliate, a little bit different. You guys know when I do SMKW affiliate, I usually do a video review and I give the knife away there. In this case, I'm going to be giving this one away on an upcoming KF Live, or it may even have been given away by now. So with Blue Creek Knives, I'm going to be giving those away on live streams. Brian has been very involved in the live streams, so I think it just fits to give this away in the live stream. So this is the Knafs Lander. Knafs is the creation of Ben Peterson, also known as Ben Banters. Used to be with... Wow, KC, blank, why don't you? Blade HQ, and now he's out on his own, doing his own thing. He's done some knives before, which, as a matter of fact, you know, I just realized I didn't get out the one I wanted to get out. The one that is the most well-known probably is the Wee Banter. If I can get it, here we go, the Wee Banter. And the Banter... was a very popular knife to the point that they made a mini banter, and now they're making a large banter. But this one is the first one under Ben's own knife company, which is called Knafs, Knafs. There you go. And over here you've got the What Is Up Guys logo, WIUG, Lander in D2 steel. These are made, my understanding is, by QSP. In China, you do have this great texture G10, flat scales. There's no contouring here. You have tip up, left and right carry. You do have a a filler tab there, and you have your flat screws here. You do have a loop over clip, which is more than deep carry. Nothing sticking out of your pocket except the clip. And yeah, just really cool. You have this black stonewash on the blade. Now there is a blue version of this. Let me double check. I think the blue version has a satin blade. Yep, it does. So there's this blackout version and then the blue version with the satin blade. Now, the blue one is sold out at Blue Creek Knives, but he has plenty, the last we talked, of these black ones. Now, what is so cool about the Lander and what most people are really digging is it's fairly easy to get new scales for these. Now, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Because, you know, it's easy, but there's some things you need to know about that. Now, the blade is just gorgeous. It's D2. It's very thin stock, so it's very slicey. Just a cool knife all around, but it is tiny. Now, do I get 4 fingers on here? Yes, I do. Do I have a decent-sized blade? Yes, but because it's narrower, it just feels smaller in my hand. To each their own. A lot of people have absolutely... love the size of this knife. Now, I will tell you, you will think this is assisted, man. Look at that. Nice access to the thumb stud for righties. Lefties, a little more difficult. My son, Bradley, says he has a little bit of trouble. I can do it there. You just have to kind of scoop in there. It's just not as easy to access for lefties, but you can. And now there's going to be some lefty down below telling me it's not a problem. I do it. You do have weight reduction in there, some, not a ton. You do have a scalloped lock bar, decent access to the lock bar, no problems there. It's fairly easy to just scoot your thumb across and get to it. It's enough. You know, to me, it's not bad. It's like a 30% on the lockup. Again, once you get past that detent, it drops pretty good to your thumb. there, and go. Yeah, so really, really nice. I mean, it is a cutter. Yeah, you guys probably are getting sick of me doing this whole cardboard thing over and over again, but I mean, I'm going to go kind of sideways here. You see, I just wanted to do that to show how clean the cut was. You see that? Very, very nicely done. I mean, it can cut very well, do EDC tasks. It's a nice drop point, very, very well done in that regard. Now this, it's as you would expect. I mean, it's on bearings, very smooth, very, very nice. Now, clip-wise, you do feel the clip in your grip, and if you were to bear down really hard, you might be able to call that a hot spot. It's not bad. For me, this jimping is not great. Again, I don't need jimping, so I'm fine where my thumb naturally lands, which is out here. Feels great. No problems whatsoever. That jimping, I'd have to kind of do this weird pinch grip, and it's just not a comfortable grip for me. I like having my thumb extended like so. So yeah, it's just not great for me. This one did come centered. Lockup, very nice. No blade play, no lock rock. And again, very well done in that way. Now let's do some comparisons here. I might have done some of this in the unboxing, but that's all right. You guys can see it again. This is the lander here in the middle. Just on top, on below that, we'll put the banter. Now, there have been some people saying this is basically the banter. The difference, though, is the banter is a lot taller. So if you like a very slim profile knife, by the way, carries very nicely in the pocket. Very thin, doesn't take up a lot of room. I used it in a secondary pocket for me. I wear cargos, so it's not really a fifth pocket. It's more just like a secondary pocket. Very, very cool. But yeah, you can see the banter is significantly taller in that way. And then, of course, this one's going to be silly next to it. That is the Ontario Rat 1. It's huge compared to it. So if you like the size of a Rat 1, that might be small for you. Rat 2 is still quite larger. Now, I consider the Rat 2 a very small knife, and it is definitely bigger than the Lander, okay? And last but not least, just because it's my knife and I've been showing it a lot here, the 8-inch long pinion, which again just dwarfs this thing. It's got about an inch here and maybe an inch here or something. I don't know, not quite that much, maybe 3/4 and 3/4, but there you go. Now, let's grab the banter out of here, and we're going to put this guy back on the stand so you can see it while I read the specs. Now, again, go to Blue Creek. He's got these black ones if you want one. Blade length is 2.75. Overall length is 6.4. Close length 3.6. Blade thickness is 1 inch. Handle thickness 4 inches. 0.4 of an inch. Wow, did I say 1 inch? 0.1 on the blade thickness, so 2.6 millimeters. So very thin. Handle thickness 0.4 inches. So basically 0.40 is what we're trying to say. And 10.2 millimeters. Wow, I screwed that up. 2.4 ounces, so very, very lightweight. D2 blade steel. Yeah, ambidextrous on the pocket clip, made by QSP. As I said, ceramic caged bearings are inside. Now, if I still had a pair of 3, I would definitely do a comparison with this or a mini bug out. I would compare those favorably to this. I will do one more real quick that I just had thought of. This is, let's just do one more comparison. All right, this is my 945 Benchmade. You can see about a 1/2 inch on each end. So the 945 I consider to be a great secondary size for me. And again, which is kind of why I say that one's just, a little bit smaller, not a ton. So, all right, one little tag on I forgot to mention. I'm just going to do this handheld. And guys, again, you can get, people are already printing extra scales for these, and you can get them fairly inexpensively. And Ben has other extra scales on his website, Knafs Co. I will point out that not only do you have to remove these 2 screws, you have to remove the pocket clip screws for the filler and the pocket clip screws for the pocket clip. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. You do not have to remove the pivot. And there are 4 screws on this side. So there's a total of 8 screws you have to remove in order to change the scales. Now, is that bad? No, it's just me letting you know, because I think some people got the impression you only had to remove 2 on each side. And I just wanted to point that out. So there you go, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching the channel. Let me know what you think of this one down below. Give me a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.